guys, this is Kari from Tone Wars. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We're really excited to hang out with you and to have you be part of our community. If you like what you see here, here's a couple ways you can support the channel. We always appreciate super chats very much, but here's a couple other ways you can support the channel and get something in return other than just content. If the super chat feature doesn't work for you, or if you're watching after the live stream, Jarrod's PayPal account link is listed below. Any donation of any amount is greatly appreciated. Since the show is sponsored in part by Motor City Guitar, we've included an affiliate link below. By clicking the link below, everybody wins. You're getting a great deal on some awesome equipment, you're supporting a store that has tons of inventory and great customer service, and you're supporting Tone Wars. And on top of all of that, if you live outside of the state of Michigan, whenever you buy anything from Motor City Guitar, you don't pay any sales tax. And last but certainly not least, you can visit our website at tonewars.com. The link is below. There you will find some awesome KEMPER profile packs with the tone and feel guitar players love. You will also find presets for the very popular HELIX, HX Effects, HX Stomp, and Pod Go. Alright, the show's about to begin. We look forward to hanging out with you, so grab your favorite drink and join us in the live chat.
Welcome to Tone Wars.
Hey, welcome to Tone Wars Sunday night edition. I am Kari and this is Jarrod.
What's going on, fellas? Good to see you here.
Yeah.
Good to see you here too.
Good
2 weeks in a row.
I know, right?
What are we gonna do?
It's
2 weeks in a row.
Back to normal.
I'm already sick of you.
Aw, you're being mean tonight.
I ain't being mean. I cooked you dinner.
You did, and it was delicious.
It was good. Was not trying to brag, but that was pretty good.
It was. We had what is it? Grilled chicken, but in the air fryer, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Air fryer, chicken and taters and pea pods.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, amazing.
A little bit of that Trader Joe's coffee garlic seasoning. And
That stuff is
butter.
money. Butter.
Butter.
Lots of Paula Deen butter.
Yeah.
Put a little butter on it.
I'm going to try to sing tonight again.
Yeah.
I haven't sang since the beginning of October because I've been sick and had COVID and all that. And so I'm excited to cough all over the mic for you guys tonight. I'm going to try not to cough all over the mic.
Well, the first sound check, you were coughing all over the place. The second sound check, you were much better. So
bit.
let's see if third time's a charm tonight.
Well, the last time I made it through as well. So we're like, it's a toss-up. It could go really well.
Either way.
Or
maybe you lost, you wasted your one good one.
No, we shouldn't have practiced again.
Yeah, well, we had to find out, though, because there was one song that we were like, I don't know, man. Maybe we shouldn't do that one. But we'll find out, I mean,
guess the good part of being in the studio by ourselves is that, like, they're not going to throw tomatoes or...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I brought some down, so I'm going to throw them at you.
Because you've been mean tonight.
I'll throw them at you.
Put it past you.
I got some pea pods.
Some buttery pea pods to ruin my shirt.
Yeah, but, I wish we would have recorded that one.
Yeah.
When we got done, I'm like, why didn't I hit record? Because that one we could have been like, well, here you go, guys.
No
enjoy.
coughing.
She didn't cough once in that one, so.
All right, well, let's say hi. Steve is here, and he was here super early.
Hey, what's up, Steve?
There you go. I'm going to cough. Steve Evenchik. 2 Steves in a row.
Hey, what's up, Steve?
He says, yes, I have the Fireball 25. Love that little amp.
Yeah, it's a good amp.
JB 50 watt. Hey, man, what's up? Hope you have a good Sunday.
What's going on, Jeff? By the way, Jeff, I will email you back. It's been nuts. I've just wrapped up my final job of the season yesterday, and it's been really, really crazy. So I finally got that done. I'm still washing trucks all winter, but
he keeps saying all day, I'm so glad I don't have anywhere to go tomorrow.
I don't have nothing to do, nowhere to go, no obligations.
Only exactly what you want to do.
Exactly. That's it. Tomorrow is all about me.
JB 50 watt. Did I already say hi to you? I'll say hi again. I think I did. Dave Rebel. Hey, I haven't seen you in the chat in a minute.
What's going on, Dave?
He says, good evening, Jarrod and Kari. Scotch in hand and headset on. Sherry told me to say hi and to behave myself.
Behave yourself? That ain't no fun. Hey,
like
Sherry, Dave.
Happen, right?
Yeah, that never happens. She's wasting her time.
Cheers. Back to you. Let's see, JB. Make sure to upvote. I don't know what crazy person decided to downvote already. Yeah. Thank you.
There's always people, it's just the way it is.
Costa's Look says, I want to achieve a Jeff Loomis Nevermore tone. Should I buy an Engl or EVH, and which model? Thanks.
That's a good question. I know that Loomis lately has been using, I think EVH. So I don't know exactly which amp. I think Loomis is amazing, but I don't follow that band, Nevermore, so I'm the wrong guy to ask. I think they're both great choice, though. Engl or EVH are both freaking amazing amps, so I think either way is good.
There you go. All right, Costas, there's your answer. Paul Smith. Hey, Paul, how are you?
Hey, what's up, Paul?
John Miller is here.
What's up?
He is laughing at somebody. I'm pretty sure, let's see, JB, I'm pretty sure Jeff Loomis used a dual rectifier and also a crank for the Nevermore
Wow,
albums.
I had no idea. Wow, I was way off.
Joe Stop. Good evening.
What's going on,
How
buddy?
Are you doing?
Good to see you.
Gunnerman is with us. Hey.
Gunnerman.
Let's see.
What's going on?
Joe can't wait to hear can't wait to battle this fire breather.
Oh, yes.
It is a fire breather. Jarrod is talking about it. Like,
Yeah.
I did not expect it.
Yeah, this thing's sounding amazing tonight. So, just wait. We're going to play a couple songs with it, and I'm going to do a bunch of mixes with it with the cab. So we're going to start off with the Oxbox, and then I'll switch to the real cab and do some mixes for you as well. This thing slays, man. It sounds good. And I'm going to shoot it out against the Savage this week. So we'll see.
We'll see that. Are you going to air that on Wednesday?
I'm not sure. I might shoot it out depending on my schedule. I'm going to be shooting some episodes.
Depending on your whatever you want to do schedule.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, after this year, I need a couple weeks, literally, where I can just... I need to lay low and relax. I have really overdone it this year, so we'll see.
We get it. We got a couple super chats.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much, guys. Jay Croft sent the first one, and you know what comes with Jay Croft. Arnold brags about his sweaty balls recipe for this Thanksgiving.
Oh my god.
I know you're laughing at home because you wanted to hear me say that, Jay.
Everybody's seen that Saturday Night Live
Yes.
skit with Pete Sweaty.
But last time we were with Jay, he's like, I just type things in there because I think it's funny to hear you say them.
Arnold, everybody, I just beat the hell out of Pete Sweaty, and I took his recipe from him, and I added some things to it. So here's my new Pete Sweaty Balls recipe for Christmas. I don't even know where to start with this. I'm done. I'm not gonna go any further because you never know what YouTube's gonna do.
Right. Dave Rebel sent the other one. Thank you very much. He says, crank it up.
Oh, trust me, we're gonna crank it. Thank you.
Casey is with us.
Hey, Sean, what's going on, man?
He wants to hear the Fireball.
You gonna hear it.
Steve Evenchek, Fireball, woohoo!
Yeah, it's where I'm doing the clean channel on her first song, and I was surprised at how good the clean channel is on this amp.
Yeah.
It's stupid. It's really good.
CS is with us. He said, alrighty then, let's
Hey, what's going on, Chris? How you doing, man?
Alrighty.
Well, we got 32 people.
Dave Rebel, sounds like a nice meal. We just wrapped up steak and eggs and baked potatoes.
Ooh.
Sounds good.
Nice.
Steve Evenchek, please mention about how it compares to the Savage also, even though it's only 2 channels.
Oh yeah, I'll be shooting it out. I haven't put them side by side yet. That's one of the reasons why I'm hooking this amp up tonight, is because my next shootout is going to be with the Savage. So we're going to see how it fares against that amp.
Yeah. Johnny Ramiro is with us.
Hey, what's going on, Johnny?
He said, good evening, Jarrod, Kari, and crew. Let's do this. I've been wondering about the Fireball 100. I had the 25 watt and thought it was a cool little amp.
Yeah, the Fireball 100 is legit.
Jean Claudio is with us.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Steve, hey, did you see the new video about the MT-15 now? They come with 5881 in them. Sounds so much better.
Yep, they got different tubes. I want to see. I wonder if you could get the 5881s with the current, with the, the one I have.
Yeah.
That one right there. And I wonder if you have to rebias it or whatever. I've never even looked into that, but I'd love to see what the difference is. I mean, if I can get my hands on them and test it out, I'll definitely do that for you guys.
Sounds good. Chicago Todd, what's happening? Glad to see Kari back.
Hey, what's going on,
Thank
Todd?
you. I'm glad to be back, too. Glad to sing tonight. Costas, look, Engl Fireball 100 for a heavy 7-string guitar tone, question mark.
Engl what?
Engl Fireball 100 for a heavy 7-string guitar tone.
Got a
Should
7.
I plug an overdrive in front?
Yes, I have a 7-string right here, and you'll be able to hear all the shreds and jents and everything else. And yeah, it's legit, dude. It's a great amp. It really is. And yes, use an overdrive. I highly recommend it. Don't listen to people who tell you it doesn't need an overdrive. I didn't need one. Yeah, it does.
A little farther down the list, Costa says, Jarrod, if I buy an Engl, will it sound massive with Harley Benton 2x12 cab?
I think so, yeah. I mean, I got a Harley Benton upstairs, and I think it's a good cab, especially for the money. I don't see why it wouldn't. I really don't. I think all I play are 212s. I think 412s are great, but 212s are punchier, and I think they sound thicker, where the 412s...
and they fit under the shelves.
And they fit under the shelves. That's kind of a big bonus, but that's my limit. I won't go down to a 112. 112s are too focused and small and boxy for me. But 212s are, I think, in my opinion, are perfect. 412s are too airy. Yeah. They're just kind of airy and hollow sounding. They're great, but I just think 212s are more punchy and thicker sounding.
Jay was saying, yep, he puts things in there because he likes to hear me
exactly.
say them.
Stop it, or I'll come beat you up and steal your sweaty ball recipe as well.
Sean Hockey, how are you doing?
What's going on, Sean?
Looking good. Happy Turkey Day. Yeah.
Yeah.
This week. Short school week. Short work week.
I know. I only work one day this week.
Lots
Tuesday.
of food coming.
Yeah. So I got from Tuesday to Tuesday off. Like, yes! Oh, I can't wait. And I get to hang out on my new couch. I know. My couches they're like beds.
They're depth. Yeah. There's a lot of depth to them.
You can lay on my couches, no problem. Yeah, I can't wait to just play guitar all week.
Let's see. I lost my place. Dust Devil. Hey, Dust Devil.
Hey, what's going on, man?
And then Homie the Clown is here. He says, can I have all the sleeves you cut off shirts to make stockings for Christmas?
Hell yeah, man. Homie, don't play that.
Except there's holes in the bottom, so all your gift, you're just whoosh, right through. You can give those to the bad kids.
Yeah, give them to the bad kids. Tie a knot in them or something.
Yeah. You need to start, you're getting colder, and you've been complaining a lot more this year.
A little
about
bit,
being
yeah.
chilly.
I think it's just because I'm tired. Once I get rested up.
Time to start wearing sleeves.
Mm-mm.
No?
Never.
No?
Never.
You'd be 78 and...
Every time I wear sleeves now, I feel weird. I'm like, what are these things?
What are these things containing my arms?
Yeah. I used to, every once in a while in the winter, whenever, you're with me sometimes. I go to the grocery store. There's always some lady walking out.
Some lady, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like,
where's your coat?
Where's your coat? I'm like, you want me to cover all this up?
He literally does. He literally says it.
Do you really want me to cover all this up? And they just kind of laugh and smirk at me and walk away. I'm like, yes.
Didn't one lady get really mad at you, though, last year?
Yeah.
One of them was, super upset.
Some lady was yelling at me. I was loading my groceries in the car, and there was one of the cart kids out getting the carts.
Yeah.
And this lady's like, just going on and on about, like, how I'm spreading illness and this and that because I'm not wearing sleeves. And I'm like, who's she talking about? He's like, you. He's like, don't let it bother you, though. And she's over there just grousing like crazy. And I was just like, I pulled up to her after I got done, and she's still, whining and pissing and moaning. I'm like, what's your problem? Yeah. She's like, you're going to kill people. I'm like, oh, my God.
Because he's not wearing a coat.
Because I'm not wearing sleeves. She goes, yeah, that's irresponsible. I'm like, have a nice night, you freak. I just drove away. I'm like, whatever. I feel sorry for your husband if someone was dumb enough to marry you, that is.
Right. She was having a bad day, apparently.
Yeah, and she tried to spread that my way, and I'm like, not having it.
You walked right in the middle with your bare arms and made it worse.
I should have went over there and started messing with her. Doesn't this cheer you up? Can you point me to the sleeve store? Is it this way? Or... That would have been funny.
Oh my gosh.
She probably would have threw eggs at me or something.
CS says, Kari, you're sounding much better today. Yeah, I still have a little cough, but I feel like I don't sound as...
You don't sound as snotty.
Snotty or gravelly.
Yeah.
I'll sound gravelly after I sing, for sure.
Probably. You're going to blow your voice out. Fun times.
Keith Jackson, Kari, what are you singing tonight? I'm going to sing our version of the Wicked Games.
Yeah, Wicked
For
Game.
sure.
And...
We're going to do... Most likely, we're going to do Evanescence. What's the name of it again? It's our cover.
My Immortal.
My Immortal. Thank you for your brain working.
Yes.
Mine doesn't anymore. That's the one I'm worried about, though, because I coughed all the way through that one in rehearsal.
We had to pull her lungs off of her microphone and stuff them back in.
We'll see. And then I might do our one of our originals.
Yeah.
The...
Majestic Gent Balls.
Yeah, you can say that. I'll let you say that.
We never named it. It was the working title, and now it's just like Kitty Witty.
Yeah.
Well, you
want to get to it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Yeah, let me turn on the Oxbox and turn on...
Get my feet out.
The Savage. Yeah, so when we're in the clean channel, it's the Engl Fireball. I almost said Savage. It's not the Savage, it's the Fireball.
Yeah, mute my mic so I can cough and get it out.
Yeah, go ahead. Alright, we should be good to go. Let me sound check here. It's not a clean channel. It's a nice clean channel. Very good, very good. Okay, let's switch over to the other one there.
If I talk, it's gonna... Oh, you muted it. Okay.
Yep. I muted, your mic.
So we made it.
Yeah. So
let's just do it.
You want to do it?
Just do it.
Do it before you think
Yes.
too hard about it?
Yes.
Oh, this is a tough one for both of us, honestly. They're both... That's a hard one, man. That's one of the most challenging ones.
I love that song, though.
It is. It's a good song. It really is.
Thanks for learning it for me.
Well, it was worth it. It was worth it. All right, 1 second here. Mute the room again. Let me double check here. We're good.
I'm so tired of being here, suppressed by all my childish fears. And if you have to leave, I wish that you would just leave, 'cause your presence still lingers here, and it won't leave me alone. These wounds won't seem to heal. This pain is just too real. There's just so much that time cannot erase. When you come, I'd wipe away all of your tears. When you scream, I'd fight away all of your fears.
Nice. Well, you made it so far. Let's see if we can. You want to do the next one? Or?
We can wait on that one.
You can wait on that one?
Yeah, well, I figure you want to play it when you're doing the other stuff, and I'll just jump in. Yeah, we'll just wait.
Oh, really? Okay.
You might want to turn that off.
Oh, yeah. All right. 1 second. Okay,
Yeah.
there we go.
Give me a second to drink.
Yeah. You need to catch your breath, do you?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I got to be honest with you. Like, we both had our doubts during the first sound check, didn't we?
Sure. Yeah.
You were like, I don't know, man. Then we had dinner.
Yeah.
Came back down. It's my cooking.
It is.
I'm
it's
telling
all
you.
the butter. He just like coated all
It's all my butter. I put in my food.
It's true. Thanks for the butter and
You're
the save.
welcome.
Let me scroll back a little bit. Chicago Todd.
Dude, I miss playing with you.
Thank you.
Seriously,
I miss singing with you.
That was awesome. It was a lot of fun.
It felt good. It's been over a month.
Yeah, we need to do that more often.
Yes.
And didn't mean to call you dude, but I'm gonna call you dude anyway. I'm gonna.
You can call me dude anytime. It's funny. Oh, my aunt's here. Hey,
Got
Aunt
it,
Debbie.
bro.
Let's see. Newsflash comes from the armpit. Okay. Brad Shimke, the next time an old lady yells at you for no sleeves, tell her at least you remembered pants. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
That's a good
I
one,
should
Brad.
say that. You're lucky I remembered my pants. Oh, usually that's what I get yelled at for.
Yeah.
It's a good
Dean
day.
Harkness is here. Hey, Dean. Oh,
Hey,
let's
Dean.
see. The Chicago Todd wants to know, what's a clean channel?
Well, sir,
Right. You just heard it.
it's one of them boring channels. No, I like the clean channel on this amp. It's actually pretty good.
Joe, thank you. He said nailing it.
Nailing it. Thank you, sir.
Sean Casey, thank you. Sounded good.
Thank you.
Chicago Todd, she sure does. Jarrod's not bad either for a sleeveless guy spreading germs. Oh, Joe says, I think Jarrod could be a non-metal guy.
Ah, maybe.
Christopher, thank you for the super chat.
Thank you.
Sean Hockey, damn, that's good, Kari and Jarrod.
Oh, thanks, man. We got some more stuff coming.
Yeah, we recorded 3 more songs,
Yeah.
so we just got to get them performance ready, and we'll
Yep.
be throwing some new ones at you.
Yep. So we got a little more studio work to do
Yeah.
on them. I got to put in the backing tracks for the guitars, and you
Got to
got
put the backup vocals.
Yeah, the backup vocals on a couple of them, and yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. What ones are we doing again?
Oh, why do you
Poison.
ask me the name of things?
Poison.
Yeah,
Right?
we're doing the Poison, because
Yeah.
there's a special story about that one.
Yep. And
And
then
then
Enter Sandman.
Understand
Enter
that.
Sandman.
Yeah.
And we're doing the Steelheart song.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw this girl just smash it. She
Yeah.
killed the song
Yep.
on YouTube, and I sent it to Jarrod, and he's like, you could do that. And I'm like, no way. So he challenged me, and I'm going to do it. I'll never let you. Right?
Tonight, that's what would happen,
We'll
probably.
see.
Yeah.
Dave Ravel, thanks for the super chat. He says, wow, you did a wicked cover of Wicked Games. Bravo.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I love that song. That is baby making music. It really is, man. Just that's probably the sexiest guitar line ever. Like that whole piece is just absolutely just yeah. There's a lot of kids born to that. They're conceived to that song. That guitar riff is like one of the best. One of the best guitar riffs ever written, if you ask me. Seriously, guys, if you're out there, single guys, you want
Learn you how to play that song.
you want to impress the ladies, have a girl come over and make sure you lean your guitar up against the couch like, oh, you play guitar? Yeah, I dabble.
Listen
Play
to
something
this.
for me, and then you could be all like, yeah, just bust out that song, and she'll be like, oh, damn. Looks like I'm staying tonight.
CS, hey man, he's as angelic as usual, and Kari sounded good too. For real though, she makes the hair on the back of my neck stand up and take notice.
Take
Oh,
notice.
thank you. That's
Thanks.
a great compliment.
Thank you. Yeah.
Kimball, thank you. I love that song too.
Yeah.
Johnny Romero, thank you very much.
Yeah, these songs are fun to play. We try to pick stuff that we will never get sick of doing. Like every time we play these songs, I'm always like, oh my god, I could do this every week.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really fun. You know, they're a
Kimball said
challenge.
you did a good job too.
Oh, well, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sean. He said, awesome job. Johnny, nice plan. Sure, sounds great. Paul Smith, Jarrod's been practicing.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I actually have. I have been I'm going to be practicing a lot more starting tomorrow. I'm going to come. So tomorrow around 9 or 10 o'clock when I roll out of the fart sack, I will be down here, cup of coffee here, all my stuff on, and I'm going to be, you know,
Yes.
shredding to the oldies.
And then you're going to call the vet and make an appointment for your nasty cat.
Yeah, I got to get my cat into the vet. Yeah. But I'm going to
have your coffee and jams first.
Yeah. I'm gonna play all the songs too, like all of them, like even the stuff we used to do in Anastasia. I'm gonna play those. Yeah, I got to get back into that. Excuse me.
Sean Hockey says you're a team to be reckoned with. Oh my God.
Well, thank you.
Dave Rebell, good thing he's removed the sleeves. They get in the way. Yeah.
They do. They get in the way.
Thank you, Keith. And hi, Ronnie.
What's going on?
Rob Johnson says, hey man, if you haven't tried a Jackson Audio Prism, you should give it a shot. Incredibly overdrive pedal. Took the place of my Friedman Golden Pearl recently.
Ah, Jackson Audio Prism?
Jackson Audio Prism.
Can you screenshot it?
Sure
Thank you.
Did. I'll send
Hey
it
man, I'm all about them overdrive pedals. The one that I've been the one that I've been digging a lot lately is the Mud Killer. I'm telling you, man, this pedal is stupid. I think it's my favorite pedal now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even more than the Precision Drive?
Yep. I think it's kind of, I still love the Precision Drive, but this Mud Killer is something else, man. What a great pedal. It's so transparent. That's what I like. So when you have the amp on and you're like, oh, yeah, I need to kick it on, and it doesn't, there's no spike, in the tone. It just makes it tighter, more responsive, but I maintain the tone of the amp really well. So I'm digging it big time.
Of course, now I'm going to start coughing after all that. Let's see. JB says, As I Am is a great song. It's basically Dream Theater's Enter Sandman.
It is. That's a good one. I can't play that solo, though. I can play like 3 notes of that solo, and then I'm
pretty
done.
sure that's what I said about the song you're making me do.
Yeah, but John Petrucci is at an alien level when it comes to...
We're aliens, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Playing anything the church does. The only solo I can play of his is the one he did in I Walk Beside You.
Yeah.
Because there's no solo in it.
You don't give yourself enough credit.
I don't give myself enough practice.
Yeah. Kimball says, clean channel, ? Isn't that the one you put all the pedals in front of because OT sucks by itself?
No, I like the clean channel on this. I like the some guys like a clean channel for
Go back and show it to
pedal
him.
platform.
Play a little bit of the beginning of that song.
Let's see, clean. Baby making music coming up. Oh, I was charging my wireless.
Joe says more Fireball riffs needed.
Oh, they are coming, sir. I just had to charge my wireless. It was almost dead. I don't know what happened. My batteries took a nosedive. While we were playing the second song, I was watching it go down. And I'm like,
oh no!
Kind of like the gas gauge. Like, whoa.
It's going to drop out.
Yeah, that was weird. Come on now. There we go. Where am I? I'm at...
In your basement.
It's a nice clean channel. And I can add a little chorus to it. Just a bit of chorus. It's always nice.
Do it.
Telling you guys, it's really all you got to do, man. Just
Play
play a little guitar. Oh, I dabble.
Nice.
Then you do the, where's that chord? then you swoop into... One more. I know all their wives are turned around right now going, ooh, what's that? That's a mating call. That's what that is. That's a mating call.
Mating call. That's funny. All right, now show them the mean part.
Oh, okay.
Show them the too much gain.
Oh, yeah. Too much gain.
Too much gain.
You can hear the string clack because I got the mic still on.
The mic's still on.
Yeah, but yeah. So I'll switch to the real cab in a few, and we'll do some stuff.
Azale says, "Hello, Tone Warriors.
Hey.
I've been playing a VHT Pitbull UI 120 watt for a long time.
Ooh.
I want something more saturated and less dry. Looking at 5150 Stealth, 6L6 or EL34 version, or the new Rev generator.
Okay.
Any suggestions?"
If I were in, I want to try the VHT Pitbull. I really want to try that, but I've tried the module and I thought it was good, but you're right, it's very dry. And as much as that is great for articulating things, sometimes it can be a little too dry, and you're like, oh, I want that saturation, I want that juice. I would hang on to the Pitbull because it is a great amp. I'm sure you love it. I would get the Stealth 100. You know, because if you're used to that sound and that fullness that you get out of your 120 watt amp and you go down to a 50, you're going to be like, man, there's something missing. It just sounds kind of, don't get me wrong, the Stealth 50 is amazing, but if you're used to the sound and fullness and aggression and thickness and all that of the, 100 and 120 watt amps, you want to stick in that like weight class. I would get the Stealth 100. I'm telling you, it'll rival that amp, and it'll give you a completely different flavor, and I think it's equal to the Pitbull in a lot of ways, but it's going to give you that more saturation and everything. And I think it's great to have those two on your shelves because you kind of have the opposites, but they both sound really good. Get the Stealth 100. Trust me, you'll love it.
Eric says, "I'd like to hear that song with the JP."
With the JP... Oh, 2C? Oh, that's not even hooked up. So I switched from the JP to the Rev on this rack. I got another what is this, KHE system? Yeah, I got another KHE system coming, and I'll have all of them hooked up. But it's on its way.
So is that the one that's going on the shelf over there?
What's that?
You got big open space on your shelf over there.
Yeah, you know what? I might have to put it over there because I'm out of room. I might have to... Oh, God, don't tell me I got to move all the... I don't want to think about rewiring and all that.
Well, you're going to have a whole bunch of time because your working season is over.
I know. Yeah. I got to practice, though.
Yeah. Well, we're caught up on the comments. Do you want to play a few tunes?
Yes. You want to play... You want to play Majestic?
Let me go cough and take care of business.
Okay. All right. So I'll play a couple while you're doing that.
Yeah.
I'm going to switch to the real cab, though.
Should I flicker the lights when I come back down? Or just wait?
wait.
Okay. I'll wait till you're done to come back because my ears won't be... You know what? I'll just take these. I'll be fine. I'll just take this.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
I'm cool.
Yep. So I'm going to switch over to the real cab now. I'm going to turn off the mic. I'll play some riffs for you, and I'll do some mixes, all right? 1 second. Let me see here. Hang on, guys. There we go. Got those out of my system.
Nice.
Thanks.
That last one, you got to take your time with. You don't rush that one.
Yeah.
Well, until the end where you rush it. But the main part of it.
Yeah.
You don't rush it till you rush it,
Yeah.
is what I'm trying to say. You take your time with that.
Yeah. Oh, you mean the intro?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bam, bam, bam. No, not the intro, just the...
Oh, the heavy, sludgy part? That's the Metallica. That's my tip of the hat to Metallica.
Yes.
That's a very Metallica thing there.
I caught that.
Love that part. Yeah, it's just a nasty... That's just such a nasty song.
One of the words, because you spoke... So in the beginning, when there's like the freaky talking and stuff, it's him. He just said whatever, and then they played it backwards. Yeah. And there's a word in there that I always think you're saying smell-o-vision. Smell-o-vision.
I think that was the one where I said, "Oh crap! I think I left the stove on."
The stove. Ah.
It was me and TJ were just screwing around. I'm like, I don't even know what to say. He goes, just say a bunch of dumb stuff, and I did. He goes, no matter what you say, if you
It'll
put it
sound
backwards,
creepy,
yeah, you know.
Except for that one. It sounds like something about smell-o-vision.
You can even say, "Hi, I'm Tickle Me Elmo," and you play it backwards, and it sounds evil.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
Nice.
You know. Why not?
Metal Snake just joined us. He says, "Hi
Hey,
guys, I'm here. Stand
Haven't
by
seen you
at
here in a
work."
while.
Felipe, I own a Mesa Boogie, Soldano, and Friedman amps, and I can't make it sound as good as you.
Oh gosh, you're too kind.
He's one of a kind.
You're too kind, sir. You know, it's really are you using an overdrive pedal, because that's you know, that's my ancient Chinese secret right there.
I'm gonna scroll back up. Let's see. Dean Harkness, thanks for the super chat.
Oh, thanks, man.
He says, I need a clever name for the loft, soon to be the new man cave.
The Doom Room.
The Doom Room. I like, I was scrolling through and I saw somebody named it the Mannion for the man cave and a mansion. The Mannion.
Yeah, that could work too.
I haven't seen. I'll find your name in just a second. Where'd it go? Sean Hockey. The Mannion suggested it, yeah. And then there's some talking in here about Tweed. Let's see. What kind of KHE are you getting from Gunnerman? He wants to know.
Oh, I'm getting the I'm getting another amp switcher and another effects loop switcher, so I can have all my amps switched on or hooked up. Because I'm going to be doing profiles like crazy all winter, and I got to have something that keeps that system operating properly. And every time I get a different amp, right? You know, I only got 8 amp. I mean, I had 8 amps.
He only has 8 switchers.
Yeah, I only have 8 switch spots on the switcher, so which is a lot, really. But I mean, anyways, so I have to add 8 more so I can have them all on there, and because I'm tired of like crawling back there. I know, it's sad.
Can you fan me?
Yeah. So I have
Dancy, how are you?
to add more spots.
JB, question about your amp switcher. Are you able to also switch effects loops when switching amps?
Yes. Yep. So the effects loop switcher coincides with the amp switcher. So every time you switch an amp, you switch the effects loop associated with that amp as well. It's all works through MIDI. It's the best system out there. It really is. They really thought of everything. You can put an attenuator in the loop of the switcher and attenuate all of your amps. You can also have dual cabs. So I can actually, that's how I'm doing dual cab profiles. I just turn them both on and profile the amp that way. And when I'm live, like now, I can run both cabs at the same time too. I'm reconfiguring my mics, but as soon as I get that going again, I'll be running 2 cabs from time to time while I'm live too. One of the biggest reasons why I don't do it a lot is because people want to hear what the amp sounds like in a real situation, and most people aren't going to have 2 different cabs and 4 different mics, you know what I mean? But I do it just for fun. And for profiles, because why not?
Right.
Yeah, I'm one of the rare companies you can get dual cab profiles from. Most of them don't do that. Yep. So, yeah, that's one of my things. And trust me, this winter I'll be doing a lot. I've been literally put on hiatus with my profile business because I've been busy doing other things. So this winter though, get ready. I'm gonna have the Ultra Metal Pack Volume 1, 2, and 3 coming out. Trust me, and you guys are gonna love it.
Joe wants to know if he can get your settings for tonight.
On the Savage or on the Fireball? Yeah. So, all right. So I have the mid boost on. All right, mid boost is on. Mids are at about almost 1 o'clock. Bass is just at about 1 o'clock. Excuse me, treble at 1 o'clock. Gain is at 11 o'clock, and presence is at 1 o'clock. So there you go, and I'm slamming it with the Mud Killer. That's pretty much it. Pretty simple, you know. Pretty simple settings.
Fancy. I just picked up the Engl Fireball 25. It's a killer hit.
It is. Yeah, they make great stuff. Engl's a great company. They're unique.
Jay Chen, doesn't the EVH EL34-100 have a great rhythm and better clean than Stealth? Just not as fire-breathing, but still very good.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate the question, yes. It depends on what you're looking for. So if you're more of, you got 1 foot in metal and 1 foot in the classic rock realm, then the EL34 is going to be more for you. But if you're pretty much all metal, I'm pretty much all metal, then I like the Stealth better. I got the EL34 upstairs in the living room. I played it for a few hours yesterday. I love that amp. It's amazing. But for metal, I just think the Stealth is a little more brutal, more texture, and it just brings it. So it just depends on your taste. But they're both very good at what they do,
Vox Pathfinder says, so this isn't the Tweed Deluxe channel, ?
No.
And then down farther he says, so no Tweed Deluxe versus Blackface Deluxe?
Nope.
And then he says, I'm starting to think there are no Tweed Deluxes on this channel.
Nope.
All right, I got in all the Tweed comments.
This is all the metals.
All at once.
This is all the metals all day long.
Let's see. Dean Hart. Oh, Eric, anyone know if Jarrod is using the precision drive? So no, it was your
Mud Killer.
Mud Killer.
Yeah, so I'm going to do some more stuff with my Stream Deck so I can let you guys know what pedal I'm using. I got to work on that. Now that I got the time, I'm going to actually do some more upgrades to the channel. But it's going to take a few weeks. Because I literally need a week or two off just to clear my head. It's been a long summer. So
let's see. No. Muddy Creek Critters.
Hey.
Stepping up your game tonight. Sounds great.
Oh, thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
50 watt at Tone Wars. Does your KEG amp switcher allow you to switch the effects loop? Wait, I already read that. Yep, my bad. Let's see. Dean Harkness, another super chat. Jarrod, I gotta give you props. You've accomplished one of the toughest things as a player. I hear influence, but you don't sound like anyone else.
Oh, well, that's very,
very good compliment.
Very kind of you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I never really thought about that until just now. It's definitely one of those subliminal goals we all have, right? Is that we want to have our own sound. I mean, that's the thing that I used to say when I was in my 20s. And again, I'm blown away by that comment or the compliment. Thank you. It was something that I always strived for when I was a kid. Was like, you knew, like, within 3 seconds, if you turn the radio station, you could tell it's George Lynch.
Yeah.
Even if he didn't have the music around him, it's just like, oh, that's George Lynch. Like, instantly, boom, George Lynch. Eddie Van Halen. Like, there's so many people where you're like, I know who that is. And, Jimi Hendrix, all them guys, Jimmy Page. I was like, man, I wish that's my goal. I want to achieve that to where, like what Dean said, like you. And I'm not saying I've achieved it, but thank you, Dean.
But he did. He said it for you.
Well, I appreciate that. But I guess that's great. That makes me feel really good because that's one of my goals is to have my own sound. But you can hear the influences. And I think it's great to tip your hat to your influences. You know what I mean? And
absolutely.
It's like they say, music is the art of thieves, And it's okay. It's an honor to get your stuff stolen from you because it's like, well, apparently he valued what I played because he stole it. But I get to keep it too,
Eric Solana says the dual cab option is badass. Different amps work better with different speakers.
No, you're right. You're so right, man. And sometimes an amp that works just as well with both different types of cabs, and why not have the best of both worlds and turn them both on, And it's incredible to have that option.
Wise Guy says, at what dB do you have the volume in the room?
It's probably around 80 something. It's loud.
Too much for my ears.
Yeah, it's loud as hell in here. It really is. And the guys that were at Guitar Summit last week will attest to that. It's pretty freaking loud. It's probably...
I'm sorry.
What?
I feel like, no, not coughing. I was apologizing for the loud amps last week.
No, they didn't mind.
I feel like there's a master somewhere that you could be like, because you always say, I'm just looking at the levels, Kari. But I feel like if you turned like everything down and then...
Yeah,
because it's bananas.
Well, here's the thing, though, and you guys will attest to this. And for the first time in a long time, I've actually experienced it, too, because up in my living room, I have the EL34. And, I don't have anything to attenuate it with up there. So when you have an amp at low volume, especially a 100-watt amp, what happens is it's idling. Okay, it's low volume, bedroom volume. You know, it's just idling. All you're getting is it was from like the high mids to the top end of the amp. You're not getting the balls. You're not getting the you know, all that great low end and that fullness. So what's happening is it just sounds like you get some tone, but it doesn't feel and react the way you want it to. You know how sometimes you say your truck, it acts funny?
Yeah.
You know, and you like hit the gas and it's just sluggish.
Takes a minute, yeah.
Yeah, that's what amps feel like when they're not breathing fire. They exactly like that. It's like, okay, I got the gas down.
It's gonna have to keep earplugs down here then.
So that's what happens, and you lose all that low end. So when that amp's at low volume, you're getting no low end. All you're getting is the top part of the tone.
I understand. The last week though, I couldn't even sit, even with my in-ears in. I could not sit here.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, that Nightmare, that Purple Nightmare that thing's a rage monster. So yeah, it's probably around 86. I've had a dB meter down here before, around 86 decibels, and that's pretty freaking loud. You know, your typical concert is 110. You know, so it's about like
Metal
that.
Snake says, I want a Mud Killer, but they're sold out. I have a Savage Drive V4 instead.
Oh yeah.
Sold out.
Yeah, get the Mud Killer. Chris, actually, CS in the chat there, he's the one that turned me on to the Mud Killer, and he told me for weeks, dude, get it. I'm like, okay, fine. So I finally ordered it, and I was blown away. Like, I really do like this pedal. The more I use it, the more I like it. I mean, it's if you want to retain the tone of your amp and still have a good slam to it and have some variation on the pedal, get the Mud Killer. The thing that's nice about it is, you know, when you compare it to the Precision Drive has the attack knob, so it tightens up the amp in different settings. It takes out more low end, and you know, which is great, but it's notched. But with the Mud Killer, it has the same type of function, except it's not notched. It's variable. So you get all those in between kind of settings where it's like, oh, there's the sweet spot. And sometimes with Precision Drive, what I've found is like, you go one notch down, it's too much low end. You go one notch up, and it cuts out too much. And you're like, I wish there was a spot in the middle where the Mud Killer has that.
Morty Friedman says, hey guys, any chance you could please add a Metallica riff in your demos? Thank you. Love your videos and streams.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I can do that.
Until they come after.
Yeah.
There's the unplugged version.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to work it out. Let me see if I can play this real quick. 1 second. We're working on this song, and I'm trying to learn it. So
Metal Snake says, long summer equals awesome amp collection.
That's right. That's how it rolls here, man. Every time I get another job, just like that one I just finished, I'm like, I know what I'm getting with this. Screw saving it, you know. Let me mute the mic. Let me see if I can do a Metallica riff. I don't know if it's 100% accurate, but we'll find out. I think I did it right. I don't know. Maybe I didn't, but...
It's good enough for
yeah.
now. You got it.
Yeah, I'll have to... there's one note off, I think. But you know what's good about having one note off? You know,
they won't catch it.
Yeah, they don't catch it. The algorithm's like, that's not Metallica.
JB, how does the Oxbox compare to a real cab in terms of feel and sound? Almost the same. Also, I was curious about KHE because I'm interested in that for myself too.
The Oxbox, I think, compares very well as far as when you play it through studio monitors. You really do feel like you're in the control room of a studio listening to your cab in the other room. It responds very well. There's a great reaction to it. It feels great, sounds great. You have all these different mics you can pick, different mic, and what I like too is they have the mic positions are in the sweet spot, so you don't get into this option paralysis thing where you're like, oh, I could put it 3 inches. Why would you put it 3 inches off the dust cap? I mean, it's stupid. So they give you the 2 sweet spots. You have on or off access with all the mics, and they have a great array of mics and cabs in there. I'm using the Kali V30 cab, which is a 412 with 121 and a 57 on it, I think, tonight. And I just think it sounds great. It sounds amazing. And KHE, yeah, go buy one. Marcus is a great guy to deal with. He's a real friendly guy, very helpful and knowledgeable. And their products are top-notch, man. They're freaking great. I mean, I did a lot of research before I bought this and this is the one for me. I love their products. Very, very good. You know, the thing is with an amp switcher is, especially with the KHE, at first you're kind of like, this is not a sexy purchase. You know, it's not an amp. It's not sparkly and pretty.
It's not boots.
Yeah, it's not boots. It's not, you know what I mean? It's not like this thing that's like you're going to show all your friends like, hey, but it's one of those products that after you buy it, you'll wonder how you ever had your amp collection without it. Seriously, like that's when it gets sexy. It's like it grows on you. And with all the features, the ease of use and all that, I mean, there's a lot of people that, you know, why would you waste your money on an amp switcher when I could just hook up each amp individually? Yeah, when's the last time you played those 3 amps over there in the corner covered in dust? You're wasting your money on those because you're not playing them because it's too much work to hook them up. Spend your money on the KHE, hook all your amps up, and now they all get played and they're not sitting in the corner collecting dust. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, and on top of that, when you have them all on and you compare them directly, what you're doing is you're hearing how they all sound similar and different from each other, and then your ears will kind of go towards a certain amp where you're like, oh, that's the one, you know? And then you'll kind of bring all the other ones closer to that and bring the best out of all your amps.
Can you use that? Would it be silly to use it live? Like if you were playing a show and you've got several different styles of songs that your singer can do, and this is better for this is better. Like, is that too much? Is that overkill?
No, that's a good question.
You could bring it with you on the road, bring all,
There's people that do that.
Switcher.
There are people that have amp switchers on the road. Petrucci did that for a while. I know that Mark...
I mean, because we don't have roadies running around hooking it all up for us. So.
Yeah, exactly. But Mark Germani does that too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys that do that, and it's actually a great question. You know, it's not too much if you got the people for it.
Yeah.
But the nice thing about this system is you don't really need the people for it. You just need to hook it up once and then put it all in a rack. A lot of guys put their heads in a rack, and then it's all there. So you have
your cords, and this goes here and that goes there.
And what's cool too is you can run dual cabs live.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm telling you, man, it is a very, again, when you first part with the money for it, you're like, oh, you know. But I'm telling you, you'll be so glad you did it later. I honestly could not imagine my studio without the KHE amp switcher now. If that thing broke, I would buy a new one now. I'd be like, okay, I need this. It's the hub of this whole room. That and my HELIX are both like, they're the hubs of this room. The hub. Well, the HELIX is for switching, you know, channels.
I was the
hub. Yeah. You're the hubbub.
CS says, Jarrod, should be getting my rev tomorrow. I hope the hype is real. I'm sure it's going to be great. I'm pretty excited. You're
going to love it, dude. It's a great amp. It really is. And I know, Chris, you're going to love plugging it directly into your studio monitors, too. Yeah. That's a handy feature with that amp, man. You can just plug in if you don't. And that's the thing, too, like we were saying earlier, like, you know, having a hard time playing an amp, you know, loud or whatever because you can't get the juice out of it. Well, what's nice about having an amp with a direct out, like the Rev, is you plug that into your studio monitors. You can turn those way down and turn the amp way up and attenuate and get that ampy goodness, you know.
The ampy goodness.
The ampy goodness. Yeah.
Let's see. Vox Pathfinder. Tone Bender fuzz pedals are too powerful.
Oh,
And then Joe says, fuzz off, Tweedman. Metal Snake. Jarrod, I'm pretty sure I'm getting a generator. I'm getting clean crunch and 2 different lead tones.
Oh, cool, man. Yeah, good for you, man. I mean, the generator, are you getting the Mark III? The Mark III, the green channel is more of a classic rock channel, and I think they nailed it. They did a great job with that. It's a channel I would use occasionally, and I think that if I was to use it, it would be fun to use, and it sounds and feels great. But the 2 main channels on that are the purple and red, and they just do all the great stuff, you know.
ADA MP1 says, love you two. Looks like you love doing the show together.
Thank
you. We do.
And we do. Yeah. Yeah, we had fun today.
Yeah.
That Mexican...
and we love eating together and drinking together. And
yeah, that Mexican brunch was stupid, wasn't it?
Yes.
That was amazing. Yeah, that was really freaking good. And I lost my pick.
We love writing music together.
Yep, and we'll be doing some more. You know, we'll definitely be... TJ's moving his studio, so once he gets that going again, we're going to be there finishing up the other mixes, so can't
Dean
wait.
Harkness says, about the truck, Throttle Commander. Dude was telling me about it last week. If it's electronic, it will take away delay. Apparently I need to screenshot.
Oh,
that
yeah.
for sale.
Yeah, that's good to know. Because seriously, her truck sometimes is like, can we go now?
Yeah.
It's like...
If I turn off that economy thing, you know, because it's defaults to on, so if I turn it off, it'll get up and go. But yeah, occasionally when it's on, you hit the gas and it's like, I'm thinking about, okay, I'm going.
It's like getting a teenager up for school.
Yeah.
You don't want to go to school.
Yeah. Manny Mayha. Hi guys. Well, thank you. I'm back, and so are you.
What's going on?
Let's see. Joe says try the Constellation fuzz. All right. If you want the fuzz thing.
Yeah, I don't do the fuzz thing. They're talking to each other. Yeah, I just haven't. The fuzz thing's never worked for me.
Joe, love the majesty.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, these guitars are stupid.
They're not stupid.
Yeah, you know what
They're
I mean.
glorious.
Stupid's a good word.
Oh, yes. They're glorious.
Yeah, I can't wait to get my Kiesel, too. That's going to be a nice little black sheep of the family.
Felipe, can you put a link to the Mud Killer?
Oh, yeah. I don't have my phone.
We'll put it... Where can you put it?
It's made by Electric Eye Audio. So just Google Electric Eye Audio Mud Killer, and you'll find it. I'm sorry, I don't have my phone. I usually type stuff in the phone for you guys, but I'm using something different tonight. So, just try that out.
Sean Casey, Metallica played with Mesa Boogie.
Yep, they did. They used the marks, I remember.
Azale, prefer Oxbox or 2 notes? I know the answer to that one. The Oxbox. I think you sold your 2 notes.
Yeah, I sold the 2 notes. I think the 2 notes is a great product. I really do. But there's a slight bit of processed sound that you get out of it that I could not dial out. And as soon as I switched to the Oxbox, all that was gone. And I just love how the Oxbox sounds. I always prefer a real cab because my Mesa cab's right behind me. And I love playing on that live because not only am I getting great tone in my in-ears, but I'm feeling the cab just push all that air behind me. And it feels great. I feel like I have more authority in my playing. So I think the Oxbox sounds very good, but you don't get that feel. You know, as far as like the in-the-room air push, you know, that you're used to, and that rumble, that floor, you can feel the floor vibrating and the walls, and you're like, yeah, you just feel more powerful, you know? So I do like that.
Like when you're on prednisone.
Yeah, like when you're on prednisone, exactly. Yeah.
That's a scary moment.
Yeah, exactly. But so but as far as the sound...
Nothing a little trip to the ER can't handle.
Yeah, exactly. Some sleepy meds. Yeah. But yeah, sonically though, I think there's a lot of equality between them. They sound great, you know. As far as the real cab and the Oxbox goes. Again, the 2-note stuff is great. Don't get me wrong. It really is. But there's that, once you hear it, there's that processed sound that once you hear it, you're like, oh, there, you can't unhear it. It's just there. So.
Can you unfan me now?
Yes, I can unfan you. We could put that toothpaste back in the tube. There you go.
Thank you. Manny Mayha, I'm using the Boss Waza tube amp expander.
Oh, those are great. Yep, I have never played one, but I've heard great things about them. Yep.
Let's see, Vox Pathfinder. You can't mic speakers live like in a studio. That's the strength of the Oxbox.
Oh yeah, he's right, because so that's a good point. So like with the Oxbox, you're using different mics that you really wouldn't use live. Like on stage, you've been to the shows we used to play. Like you see those, the SM57, which is the workhorse of live music. Great mic, but they're just a dime a dozen when you're on tour and when you're playing bars and stuff. They use an SM57, but in the studio, you're going to use Royer 121s, Royer R10s, SM57s, you use ribbons, cardioid mics. You use all these different mics, and you're not going to use those live. I mean, some bands, if you got the right crew, you can do that, but with an Oxbox, they have a lot of those mics emulated in there. So yeah, he's right. You do get those upper-end mics in the Oxbox that you wouldn't get on a real cab live.
Joe says, thanks, Jarrod, for bringing the tone to that Engl.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
JB, thanks for your answers, Jarrod. You always help out a lot. One more question. What studio monitors do you suggest to use with the Oxbox when playing in the room? I know the answer to that one.
Yes, you do. These ones right here. Don't these sound good?
Yes.
Yeah, the IN8s, the Kali Audio IN8s, and the LP6s, or was it LP6? Yeah, the LP6s are upstairs in my living room now. Love those as well. I just wanted the IN8s because they're the newest, latest, greatest from them, and I think they sound incredible down here.
Maybe you should give me the fan remote because I'm going to drive you nuts with it.
Okay, yeah.
I'm hot again.
There you go. There you go, Hot Flash.
It's the wine.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. But yeah, the IN8s are great, man, or the LP6s. I think they're awesome.
Daryl McMillan, he said Kari's the hubba hubba. I love that.
She's the hubba hubba of the room. That's funny. Oh, JB, I hope you got my email because I did respond to one of your emails with that information. Hopefully you got that. If it might, check your spam filter just in case, but I did send that a couple days ago.
Fox Pathfinder says he thinks I should sing some heart tunes.
Some heart tunes.
I would not mind that.
Yeah, it's a Barracuda.
It's a Barracuda.
I love that song. That's a good one, man.
Let's say, Azel, are you going to demo the new Synergy Mark II C Plus module?
Yes, I will be. I just talked to Motor City about that the other day. So, yeah, I will pick that up. It's just, like I said, it's been so busy. I've been trying to get my bearings here, but I will get around to doing that. For show.
For show. Do you want to do your gent balls?
Do you want to do your gent balls? That could be taken so many ways.
Yeah, it's the song working title.
Yeah.
It's literally what it says, working title.
Majestic gent balls. Yeah, let me make sure I got everything right here.
We're caught up on the comments, so it'll take a couple minutes and shoot some more.
Where is it? All right, let me just play a couple riffs here, make sure I'm on the right channel. Now your vocal mic's on. I gotta tune it. Hang on. I'm a little off.
Do it up. Don't want you to make me look bad.
Yeah, she's not off pitch. I'm out of tune. That's what the problem is. Look at that. I was way off.
Yeah, you were.
Samsonite. I was way off. What movie was it?
Oh, you know I don't know that stuff.
Dumb and Dumber.
I can barely remember what I said. What other people say.
All right, here we go, kids.
Ties that bind us to our past, memories, regrets that weigh us down. Prison walls we build
go. Yeah.
I always feel like...
A little rusty on that one.
Really?
I was.
When I hear that song, I always feel like I'm flying over like a field of wildflowers, and there's a stream, and like, yeah, kind of like in the movie Maleficent when she's flying over the landscapes and stuff.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in so long.
Oh, we gotta
watch it.
Both of them were good.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know if any of you guys have opinions on it or not, but that was a sequel, the second one, that was just as good as the first to me. Yeah.
I remember seeing the first one a long time ago, but I don't remember any of it.
Well, you're
one of them Disney movies. You know, Disney.
Nothing wrong with Disney. My goodness. Thanks for the compliments, you guys. Paul Smith, Kari's sounding great.
Oh, thank
Daryl,
you. Yeah,
outstanding.
I think you're back. I think your voice is kind of back. I mean, you definitely blew out some carbon tonight during sound check, and I think that's what it needed. I think it needed to just get blown out for a minute.
Yeah.
And, you know, you're
I wonder if it'll actually help get rid of the rest of the congestion and stuff. If we should just start.
Yeah, just start doing it.
And practicing again and.
Hey,
instead
I'm
of
down.
babying it.
Yeah, I think we should, you know, get it back on the horse.
The vibrations and stuff, it'll probably just loosen up that last bit and get rid of it.
Yep, I think it's a good idea.
I'm sorry for the noises that I'll make during practice.
It's all good. If that gets us closer to the noises you're making tonight, then make all the noise you want, because I missed hearing that.
CS wants to know, what do you keep looking back at the Fireball for, Jarrod?
Oh.
You got a nervous thing going on?
I don't know. I'm just making sure I'm on the right channel, because I don't have the foot switch in front of me. So the last thing I want to do is start playing a song and I'm on the clean channel. So, and I don't have it hooked up via MIDI or anything. So I'm just making sure I'm on the right channel. That's all.
JB says, I imagine the same thing with that song. It sounds majestic. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely. That if we were ever going to do like a little video with it, that's what I would want. Just a landscape zoom view.
Well, the solo section is an ode to the Camera Eye by Rush. So that's what it's an ode to. That's my tip of the hat. That's one of my favorite all-time Rush songs is the Camera Eye, because it's got this big sound, this big majestic sound, and during the chorus when or the breakdown or whatever, that's that part, and it just has that kind of big open majestic sound to it. So that's what that song is kind of. That's my tip of the hat to Rush on Camera Eye. Yep.
Did I already read Azale? Are you going to demo the new Synergy Mark II C++?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
JB, is that the Kali IN8 V2 that you use?
Kali IN8 V2. Yes. Yeah, Kali Audio IN8 V2. Yep, that's the IN8s are great, man. I bought them right off the shelf at Sweetwater when we were there because I couldn't find anything when we went down there for
that money was burning a hole in his wallet. He wanted to buy something, so I'm gonna get an amp or maybe this or I don't know, maybe they have another Majesty. We got there and they had nothing in stock.
They had nothing I wanted, and I'm like, really? And then I tried, and I've been wanting the IN8s, and I'm like, can I get a pair of those? They're like, this is the only ones we got. I'm like, will you sell those? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. I don't even care anymore. Because so far, the only good thing about this trip was the Cuban food.
Yeah.
And that was good.
Oh, God. Everybody's saying Camera Eye. Camera Eye rules. Camera Eye Signals album.
Moving Pictures.
All of Moving Pictures, yeah.
The Moving Pictures is by far, it has to be in the top 3. If you're a Rush fan, it's got to be in the top 3 of their, collection. And honestly, Camera Eye is, in my opinion, it's the best song on the album. I mean, I'm not saying it's the most likable song on the album, because, Red Barchetta, Tom Sawyer, Limelight, they're so likable, but Camera Eye is the best song on the album, if that makes sense. I mean, it's just such a great song, especially when it kicks in, and they make you wait for it, but as soon as it kicks in, you're like, oh, thank you, and for the rest of the song, it's just...
I am an impatient person.
Yeah. I should show you Camera Eye tonight because I know you've never heard it. It's such a good song.
If I've been hanging out with you for 10 years, I've heard it.
I don't think you have. I really don't think you have. Nope.
Vox Pathfinder says they peaked with moving pictures.
How's that go? I used to know it.
2112 for Daryl.
Oh, yeah. I'll have to learn it. It's such a good song. Yeah, 2112 was insane. You know, you probably already know this, but I'll say it anyways. 2112 was Rush's middle finger to the record company.
Yeah.
It was.
I've heard you say that before.
Yep. And so if you ever are in doubt about anything when people are telling you what to do, get that attitude up and then be like the best version of you with a chip on your shoulder as you can, because that's what 2112 was. It was Rush's like, okay, so you want us to be bad company? Like, I don't think so. And we're gonna go out with a bang, because they knew their career was over, because they they did that, they called it the Down the Tubes tour with Caress of Steel, and it just did not go well. It was awful, and they were like, man, and they knew their time was up with the record company, and
what a blessing.
Yeah, and they were like, screw it, we're going out with a bang. We're going to do this epic story and this crazy, I mean, there wasn't concept albums back then. Rush practically invented those, so they did that, and all of a sudden freaking took off, and everybody's like, oh my God, these guys are amazing. And it was like the rebellious attitude that was in that album. And for Rush, rebellion was, because they're so straight-laced,
Yeah.
So it was Rush's version of rebellion and middle fingers. But it was amazing, though. And after that, I remember seeing the interview with Neil Peart. He was just like, that was the passepartout, the key, like, we're going to leave you guys alone, let you do your thing, because that was amazing,
CS says, hey, Alex Lifeson uses one of your favorite amps. Jarrod, something like he's in something.
He's a Kettner. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of those amps, as I learned.
You keep trying to like them.
Yeah, I just like, nope. I just...
When we are caught up on the comments, do you want to play something or talk about something?
What do I have left to play, though? I mean, I've pretty much... Let me see. What do I have? I did that. What have all the other songs are Purple songs.
I dare you to play The Quest.
The Quest? Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't even remember that.
Me either. Let's never do it again.
Yeah. We're going to do it.
That's my least favorite song to sing. It's our original song. It's called The Quest. We wrote it, most of it, in a Starbucks after band practice.
Yep. I remember. We sat on the stools.
Yeah, on this tiny little bar. It was like the little table was only like
just deep enough to put your
12
laptop or notepad on.
My notepad, because I'm old school. I like to write. Yeah, I like to write with a pen. Yep,
and we wrote it right there.
Yep.
And I love that song. I think the solo is a lot of fun to play. There's 2 solos in it. The acoustic one and then the electric one. Yeah, those are a lot of fun to play. And I think that you could sing it a lot easier than you think now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many O's in it.
Well, you wrote it.
I did write it. Okay, to be fair, I did write it, but you're the one that kept adding to it. You're like, we're going to repeat that again. Oh, yes, and we're going to do it one more time. Oh boy, we're going to do it at the end, too.
Well, it sounded good.
Like, if you're going to do it once or twice, I can do it, but 3 or 4 times, it's tiring.
It was good, though, man.
It's an epic tune.
Yeah.
We wrote it kind of based off of the movie The Last Samurai.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's kind of how the story goes.
Yeah, it's got that epic kind of journey, whatever feel to it. Yeah, it's a great song, though.
There was once a time, walked a narrow line.
I'm going to learn it so that I can at least play it while I'm live on Wednesdays. And if you you're still saying it in the studio, so you're on the track. So either way, people get to hear it. Yeah. And because I want to do some more of our full songs while I'm live, as opposed to just my mixes.
I feel like enough time has gone by now to where I don't hate them anymore.
Oh.
There was a point 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, where I was
you were sick of them.
I never want to hear these songs again. I don't want to perform them. I still don't like to perform The Quest.
You know what's funny is I still love and am challenged by all of that stuff.
Yeah.
It's still a huge challenge for me to be able to play. I just like when they asked Neil Peart, you know, I mean, do you get tired of playing Tom Sawyer? He goes, no, because I get a chance to play it and see if I can do it right, you know? And it's always a challenge to do right. So it's the same way with all my solos.
There's a lot of songs that I get nervous to sing.
Yeah.
But that one, like my heart starts pounding, and I'm like, am I gonna, warble in the middle of this? Or...
Well, the one that does that to me is Eternal Deception.
Yeah.
That solo.
I love to sing that one.
Yeah, that solo just, that's what I got to start practicing.
I want to break that one out. When do you think you can have that one ready for live?
Give me a month.
A month?
Yep, give me a month.
Oh, we wrote that one. Actually, I'd need a month for the quest, so I'll give you a month. All right, let's see if we have some more. JB says, I think Scenes from a Memory was similar for Dream Theater. That was when they came back after falling into Infinity failed, and Scenes really saved them.
Yep, you're right. Scenes from a Memory. Mm-hmm. And that was when Mike Portnoy laid down the law with the record company, too. And he basically said, stop calling us and stop asking us when the album will be done and what we're doing and this and that. We'll let you know when we're done. Stay out of our life. Stay out of our crap. Just he basically gave them the middle finger, too. Like, we're Dream Theater. We don't answer to you. You know? And it was great because he put them in their place, and look what Dream Theater is now. I mean, that's the thing that I hate about record companies is that they're constantly trying to, oh, we know because we read the market and we study. And it's just like, dude, stop trying to make these cookie-cutter bands. Just because one band's doing well with this, it doesn't mean that that's what every band should sound like. You know? And I think that they look for bands that are eager enough to be famous and successful to just be puppets.
Same with pop stars.
Yeah. It's just like, oh, we're going to have you work with our songwriters. It's like, wait a minute. Hello, songwriter, why am I working with your clowns? You know what I mean? Well, because we want you to just be an empty suit so that we can put you out there. And you know what I mean? That's what it is right now. It's just copy-paste BS. And, you know, I just think it's crap.
Tell us how you really feel.
Well, I think it's crap. I think I wouldn't be able to deal with that if we got signed, you know. Not that would ever happen, but if I was in a band, we got signed, and I walked in a room, and there's these 3 songwriters sitting on the chair going...
Absolutely would need an agent. You're not allowed to deal with them.
I would drop... I would drop kick all 3 of them out of the studio instantly. I'd be like, you're in the wrong session because here we're the songwriters, and what are you doing here? Oh, you're going to help me shape my songs? No, you're not. Here's my first song. Boot up your ass.
Eric Goodman.
Yeah, I couldn't deal with that, man.
Hi, Eric. He says, great sounding amp. Still trying to decide if I like this more than the Powerball.
I like it more than the Powerball. I can tell you that. I've played them both. I don't have them side by side, but from what my memory tells me, I like the Fireball better than the Powerball. I think the Powerball is good. But for me, the Fireball is better. And as far as Engl's concerned, I haven't played them all yet, but the king, as far as I'm concerned, so far, is the Savage. That amp is like the mothership. And I will be shooting these 2 out, hopefully this week, and putting that video up for you guys. I can't wait to do that.
Eric, what would it take to get the Fireball into Savage territory?
Without shooting them out,
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll put that in the video. I'll see if I can get the Fireball to sound like the Savage. And see if I can do that.
Is the Fireball a different price range?
Oh yeah.
Price point?
Yeah, it's different.
Lower, higher?
It's lower.
Lower.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. It's only a 2-channel amp. Savage is 4.
Yeah.
And the Savage is a more refined upper end kind of amp. It has more features and more tonal capabilities. It'll do more. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if the Fireball can actually get in the Savage territory because I think...
Well, you have a switcher, so we can A/B it. Exactly.
That's the nice thing about the KHE switcher. So, but we will find out. We will definitely find out. I have a feeling that the Savage is just more refined, but we'll see.
Joe, I've heard Fireball 100 is a cross between an Invader and a Blackmore.
Ah, interesting. I haven't played an Invader or a Blackmore. There is an Invader on consignment over at Motor City right now. And I'd love to get that over here because there's
Maybe
a guy.
you could borrow it.
Yeah, I'll have to see because the guy that's selling it through Motor City will have to approve of that, and he's a friend of Matt's, so I'll have to see if I can.
Yeah, probably work it out.
Yeah, I'll see if I can buy the guy dinner or something, I mean, I'll take care of it, It's not like it's going to be that everything I have is a studio queen. So it's not like I'm going to gig with it, My gigs are done down here where I like
Pathfinder. I heard a guy in the music business jumped into MTV and purposely killed 80s rock and metal.
You heard a guy
in the music business jumped into MTV and purposefully killed 80s rock and metal.
All I know is when Kurt Cobain came out, that was the end of it. And then Pearl Jam and all them guys. You know what, though? It needed to happen. I mean, as much as I grew up in that and loved it, I mean...
Love it. Love
it!
it!
I still love it. Yep, I still do. But there were bands coming out where I was just like, oh, God, another... I was like, man, something needs to happen. And then... But I think the pendulum swung too hard the other way.
I love Firehouse.
That was fun of the dance.
You hush! Right now!
As soon as I heard that, I heard "Don't Treat Me Bad," and I'm like, "Oh,
are you kidding
God,
me?
yeah, that's."
I love that song.
No, I'm okay with it now, but back then I was like, "Oh God, another one of these cut and paste."
So, I love the band. They released an album. I would have to Google it, but it's a newer album, and it popped up on my Pandora channel. It's a little cheesy.
Is it?
Yeah, I'll be sleeping with you tonight. I don't care if it's wrong or right. La 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 la.
My God,
I'll be
baby,
with you
don't treat me
tonight.
bad. Yeah, because that's less cheesy.
Yes,
It was all cheesy.
You said it right now.
It was all cheesy.
I love that song.
As soon as I heard that, I was like, "Oh man, what is this kindergarten crap, man?" It was like it's the equivalent of a coloring book.
You hush. That's a badass album. I love it, and I will always love it.
I'm okay with it now, but back then I was so sick of it. I'm like, "Oh, here we go again with this crap." Plus, I was a prog snob.
Yeah.
I was a huge
I helped
Dream
put
Theater.
his feet back on the ground with all that.
Yeah, back in the mud. No, I'm okay with some of that stuff now, but I needed a break. It was getting out of hand,
Let's see. Oh gosh, now we're talking. Let's see. I gotta go back. Let's see. Boop boop boop. Star Spangled Savage. Let's see. Man Screw, labels, and bean counters trying. This is from Dean to tell us what's good or not. The future is amazing. Do it for yourself.
Exactly. Do it yourself, man. And there's, I'm telling you, there's some horror stories out there of record labels ruining bands,
Oh, Daryl says, if I had an amp on consignment, I'd definitely let you demo it.
Oh.
It's an instant sale.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that very much.
Azale, did you sell your Mark V after the JPC Plus shootout?
Oh, yeah. I could not wait to get that thing out of here. That's probably top 3 most hated amps I've ever played on the channel. Top 3. That thing was a huge disappointment for me. And no offense to people who have it. If you don't play or have my taste or whatever, it's fine, I'm sure there's people that are watching right now going, that guy's freaking nuts. And you know what? You're probably right. But for what I do and for what I look for in an amp, it just doesn't suit my taste at all. At all.
Well, we've got about 5 more minutes, so if you have any questions or comments that you want Jarrod to answer and me to read.
Oh.
What was that?
We've been on for 2 hours almost?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yep, get him in there. I'll keep reading what's here. Let's see. Vox Pathfinder. Jarrod loves Winger.
Actually, Madeleine is one of my favorite songs from that era. I love Madeleine. That's a great song. And you know what? All them guys in that band are top-notch musicians. They're all studio guys. Yeah. Them guys could mop the floor with anybody out there. They're freaking insane. Very, very talented people.
Dean, dude, 100% on the end of hair metal.
It needed to happen, but I just wish it didn't die such a horrible death.
Yes. Vox Pathfinder says Beavis and Butthead killed Winger's career.
Yeah, they did.
Joe, she's my cherry pie.
Yeah, that killed. I hated that song, and so did Janie Lane. Actually, he hated it too.
Cold drink of water.
That was his middle finger to the record company. Did you know that?
Yeah, you told
They're
me.
like, we need a hit. He's like, all right, you want a
It's kind
freaking
of your
hit?
soapbox. So.
Yeah. So he sat down and in 10 minutes wrote it. Goes, all right, here's your stupid song. Let's go record it. And he joked the whole way through. He's laughing about it. He's like, oh my God, if I got to play this stupid song one more time. He hated it.
JB says, yeah, Nirvana was the weakest, worst grunge band. Allison Chains, I like them. And Soundgarden were good. Pearl Jam's album 10 was good too.
Yeah, I liked Allison Chains. They came to the Silver Dollar when they just first started
Silver
touring.
Dollar Saloon.
Yeah, we used to play there. We used to play at the Silver Dollar in Lansing, and one night they came and I heard them on the radio, and I'm like, yeah, let's go check them out. And they were doing the hair windmills. You know, and Lane Staley just stood there the whole night with his glasses on, just stood in one spot and sang. He did not move. I'm like...
You kind of sounded like who was that cartoon frog with the top hat?
Oh. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my good time girl. Yeah, man, he stood there the whole night. He did not move. We were all like, can somebody poke him with a stick? Like,
you all right?
You all right there?
She was glued.
Yeah, it was weird, but they were amazing. They were really good, really freaking good. And that was right before they broke and made it big.
Let's see. Brad Shimke says Jarrod's more of a Dangerous Toys dude than Firehouse.
Yeah, I would say. Yeah, I would veer more towards them or, I mean, honestly, back then I was a huge Dream Theater fanatic, and I was also into, gosh, who else? I liked, Van Halen, of course, Iron Maiden, loved. Seventh Son was a great album, with the Evil That Men Do, all that stuff, and, Somewhere in Time, it just, I loved all that stuff. I was more into the proggier, bigger stuff, Rush, all that stuff. I mean, as soon as I heard...
He was into all the snotty stuff.
Yeah, I was a prog snob.
His nose stuck up in the air.
But as soon as I heard...
Gurgle, gurgle.
2112, it was a youth group night at our church. We went to this guy's house.
Don't forget
lived
Pantera.
Oh, no, I didn't. I thought they were okay, but it just wasn't my
JP
thing.
said that. Don't forget Pantera.
Yeah, they're amazing, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't really my thing. But... I remember going over to this guy's house in our youth group in our church, and he had a hot tub party. Youth group, church, hot tub party. Yep, that was awesome. And he was this rich kid, and they lived on the lake, and he had 18 bedrooms in his house. This is how big their house was. It was huge. So we're all hanging out in his basement playing pool and stuff, and he put on 2112, and we were all like, what? Yeah, and we just went nuts over that, and that's when I was like, yep, mind blown forever.
Christopher says, I'm a grunge guy. Grew up in the 80s with awesome parents that listened to everything from hair bands to oldies.
There you go.
But teen years were in the 90s, and grunge alternative just spoke to me.
Yeah, man. I mean, there was definitely some good stuff in there, I mean, at the time, I was a little butthurt about it because, like, we lost our 80s stuff, but at the same time, it needed to happen.
I'm pretty sure you were still butthurt about it about 8 years ago.
I've learned to appreciate some of it, Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Dean Harkness, I'm going to pick on Pearl Jam. Eddie is a great and original vocalist, but the onslaught of bands following them.
Well, see, that brings me back to the whole copy and paste thing. It's like, oh, so everybody likes singers that yarl. All right, so that's all it was for like 10 years was yarling. I mean, it was like, because the 80s were like, can you scream? Can you hit notes? And can you break glass? Like, yeah, so that was the big thing. And then the 90s came, and I had to sound like this every song.
And now you have to sound like this. I was once a little tiny girl, and I got my driver's license.
Can you imagine if there was like a duet between somebody like that and a yarler?
I was gonna duet with you.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, the moment has passed.
The moment has passed. I'd be horrible.
Chicago Todd says, selling point. This amp was played by world-renowned YouTube sensation Jarrod.
Oh, God.
I like it.
You're too kind. Yeah. Now it's worth half of what it was.
CS is laughing at you. I'm still butthurt about it, Jarrod. Yeah.
Yeah, well, sometimes that pendulum needs to swing the other way, but it goes a little too far. We've seen that with society. We've seen it with everything, so it's interesting how that goes. You just got to brace yourself while it's hanging out way too far. Just come back a little. You just got to wait for that to happen.
JB, Billie Eilish, and Creed. That's what we were
Wouldn't that be funny?
With arms wide open.
Yeah. Oh my God! I just never.
Paul with auto tune applied, right?
Oh yeah, exactly.
Vox Pathfinder says music peaked with Rush and Journey in the early '80s.
Oh, dude, and you know what? It's that stuff like Journey's timeless. I can listen to Journey anytime, and freaking, I love all their stuff. I think all of it's very good. It's timeless. Same thing with Boston. That first album Boston did.
I thought you didn't like Boston.
Oh, I love Boston. That first album
Which
they
one
did.
don't you like? That sounds like Boston.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Chicago. It's the other city.
Oh, yeah. It's
a city.
Chicago. Well, one of the reasons why I couldn't stand Chicago was because in this cover band I was in, that biker band thing that we did, they did that 25 or what's the name of that song? 25 or 624 or whatever.
I have no idea.
The whole song was that. And I was just like, and it's like 800 minutes long. And I'm just like, do we really have to do this song? 250624 or something like that. I was like, the whole song is that. I got so tired of that progression. I'm like, this is really boring.
Felipe says, dude, I thought I was the only one that thought that about grunge. Not the only one.
Nope, I could not stand it. But there are elements. There are elements that were pretty good. I just couldn't stand some of it. Like the whole Kurt Cobain thing, man. I just didn't get it. I was just like, I'm sorry, but it was like they went out of their way on purpose to sound like crap. It really was. Remember that band we played with at the Loving Touch that one night? And they
oh, God.
Remember they were like really...
We were like...
The dude, so they get done with their set, and the dude just put his guitar on the ground and just let it just feed back and make all this racket. And that was the end of their set. And he just walked off the stage, and everyone's like, bro, you want to, it's like screaming brat on a plane, and it was like, that was like their whole shtick was like, just, we want to sound like
Wasn't he another
crap.
one that didn't move? He kind of stood there and did like the...
I don't remember. I was, me, I'm always warming up. So all I remembered was like, we were getting ready to go on stage and put our gear on. We're all our gear's ready, and we're like, ready for someone to hike the ball, kind of. And then this guy they get done with their set, and he tosses his guitar on the stage and just lets it ring. And I'm just like, I'm like, what are you doing?
It was something to behold.
Yeah, and all their music was just sloppy, and they were sloppy, and it was like, it was planned that way.
People were digging it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, well, to each their own, All
right, let's catch back up here. Where'd I leave off? Sometimes I see people describe Allison Chains as metal.
They were pretty heavy. They had a heaviness to them, Another band I didn't get into was Tool. It was one of those bands I just couldn't get into.
Hendrix loved Terry, Kath. CS, what? Jarrod doesn't like Chicago? I don't think we can be friends any longer.
I'm sure it's a nice place to live. I don't know. There's some good people there because we met some great people at the Guitar Summit there. Of course, Chicago Todd and
Dean Harkness says, I watched Eddie Vedder with Neil Young, and he wasn't yarling. Dude can smooth sing.
Oh, yeah? He can, huh?
Yarling. JB says Kurt Cobain actually did purposefully play songs wrong.
Yeah, I believe it, man. I'm sure it was just a thing with them. Like, it was almost like a who cares. Because it was like they were so tired of all the hairspray and makeup and everything. They were like, let's just go out there and just... could be a complete opposite,
Jay Croft says, let's hear the Tone Wars cover Ride Like the Wind. Jarrod can do the Michael McDonald part, the originator of the Yard. Vocal tone.
The Jarl? Yeah. Or we could do some Def Leppard, right, Jay? Yeah. Yeah. Go get real. Yeah.
Paul says the only song he likes by Tool is Sober.
Yeah, I just couldn't get
My
into
brother's
Tool.
a big 90s rock fan,
Is
so
he?
he makes sure that I hear it all.
Well, as a guitar player, see, the 90s, I think it shifted over to drums. Like, the drummers were insane in these bands. They were really good. And then the guitar players were all like these
Yeah, we don't have to do
three-chord Johnny guys, and then there was no solos, and it was like, what is going on here? So as a guitar player, I'm just like, I'm bored. Where's all the stuff, you know? I'm used to all these shreddy solos and amazing, and the guitar tone was terrible. It was really bad. So I'm like, I can't get into this. You know, there really wasn't enough meat on the bone for me. You know, it was just kind of, And I checked out for a long time. I didn't play guitar for 15 years. 15 years I didn't touch a guitar.
You're so dramatic.
Yeah, it was like, I can't play anymore. I'm done.
You're so dramatic, man.
I started a company. Jeez. No, I did. I checked out for about 15 years. I started a business and concentrated on that. And I thought it was like, well, it was over. You know, what am I going to do with this? I tried to write that stuff. I did, and I just couldn't do it.
No, I can't see it. Maybe you could now, because you're...
Well, it all sounded like a parody to
Yeah.
me. I was like, I felt like I was making fun of it, but I
Yeah.
was seriously trying to write it. But there was this thing
It's
in my
not
head
working
going,
for you.
are you writing this, or are you just making fun of it? You know? And I'm like, okay, if I can't tell the difference, then I'm not doing it, you know?
All right. Well, we have timed out. It is time to go.
Time to go.
I've enjoyed tonight.
Yeah, it
I
was
enjoyed
fun.
the conversation at the end about the 80s music.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a
I
little
enjoyed
unexpected.
singing.
Dude, you sounded great tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was fun to hear you again.
Thanks
It was
for
fun playing these songs.
Yeah. I enjoy listening to you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was good. Well, I think we had a fun show tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. And yeah, so keep an eye out. Like this week, I'll try to release some more episodes. I will be getting back to it soon. I just need to take a little break, and then I'm going to hit it hard after that. I just need to take a little recline from the table, get hungry, and hit it. And I'll be back with Monday, viewer comments, what I should call riffs and responses. I'll be doing that very soon. Within the next few weeks, I'll be doing those on the regular again. It's just needed a little time to get my bearings again. So, and then this Wednesday, I don't know what I'm going live with. I have no bloody idea. But we'll figure it out. That's kind of how I do it now, is winging a prayer. But, well, thanks so much for joining us tonight. We really appreciate it very much, Like I always say, every day is a gift.
And thank you for sharing your gift with us.
Exactly. God bless you guys.
Yep.
Love you all, and we will see you all very soon.